Hey everyone, thanks for jumping here back again. Today we're going to be talking about Cardano and we're going to be taking a look at the risk metric in order to know if this downtrend from our all-time high is about to end or if the price will keep sliding down. But before we do get into this one, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, leave the video a thumbs up and a comment, as every bit of support helps us moving forward. Now, if you are new to the channel and you don't know what the risk metric is, it's basically a risk model that we've developed in order to determine when to accumulate and of course when to sell, by knowing when an asset has a high risk and when it has a low risk. Now, this model was on a weekly time frame a few days ago, but we worked on it and changed it to a daily time frame to improve the accuracy. So this indicator is on the scale of 10, and what we always look out for is when the asset is overbought. If it's overbought, then the risk will go up, indicating that. It also shows when an asset is oversold, when the risk goes down to these low regions, typically below 3.5 or 4 out of 10. This indicates an accumulation phase and a good entry opportunity. Now, currently, the risk for ADA against the US dollar is at about 2.4, give or take. And historically speaking, whenever the risk is in this area, in this region, this indicates a good buy opportunity as well as an upcoming upward pressure and a move to the upside, a shift in the trend. The last time we've seen something similar, it was back in May and June of this year. We have reached the overbought region before dropping down again to our accumulation zone, and afterwards you can clearly see that the price went up. Now we are in a similar area, and this isn't me chilling Cardano for you or me telling you to jump in, but according to the numbers we have, this is a good buy opportunity. Can the price drop another 10, 20 or even 25%? Yeah, sure, it can happen. I would even go to the extent to say that there is a good chance that it happens, but nonetheless, this is still a good buy opportunity, and this is why we gradually buy, because if the price ever goes lower into these low regions between 0 and 2 that we barely visit, we still have some cash, some fiat that we can put in to compensate the losses and to have a better average price, like back in March, for example, last year. This whole region was a good buy opportunity. It's true that the price still dropped another 50%, and that's a big move to the downside, but you can't predict the exact dip. And this is why we use this indicator to slowly and gradually buy and accumulate. And nonetheless, you can see that afterwards, the price skyrocketed and went up. Now, some of you may see this as a bad thing, and some of you will probably have the idea of waiting till the risk goes below 2, for example, to buy. But keep in mind that this rarely happens. I mean, in the last 3 or 3.5 years, a similar move was recorded twice with Cardano. So there is a high chance that we won't reach these low regions below 2 again. Now, as the price goes down, as the price keeps going down, the risk will surely continue trending down. However, if Bitcoin is able to go back on track, then we can see this trending up, but honestly, we don't have that at the moment. Now, if you are in doubt, zoom out, and we are going to be zooming out to see the macro trend for ADA. Now, ADA has clearly been following a pattern or a trend, let's say, since the crash back in March. We have revisited this line before after having a 55% pullback, and we are currently experiencing the exact same thing. We are down around 60% from our all-time high, and we are in contact again with the macro scale support. And this is interesting to say the least. If we bounce back up from it, then the trend will follow up going into 2022. However, if we can't manage to hold the line, then the trend will most likely change. This doesn't imply a bear market, to be fair, but it can imply a mini bear market pushing prices further down. Now, another thing is this zone. So interestingly, Cardano has throughout this year, throughout 2022, went into this zone multiple times, and as you can see, we kept going slightly above it and below it in Q1 and Q2, basically testing it back and forth, and here we go, we are back at it again. Also, if we go to ADABTC, we can clearly see that we have basically been sliding down. It has literally been a fallout from the sky this quarter. We know that Cardano performs well in the second half of December and Q1 of each year, and this is not only against the US dollar, but also against Bitcoin. We have had a 1,200% move to the upside right here against Bitcoin back in 2018-2019, another 135% move to the upside in 2019, a 74% move to the upside in January of 2020, and if we extend this till Q2 of last year, Cardano did a 4x against Bitcoin, which is impressive, and a 550% move to the upside against BTC this year. So will we experience something similar? we will see, throughout history, whether we are in a bear market or in a bull market, ADA outperforms Bitcoin in Q1 of each and every year. So we will see. I would expect something similar if history follows up. But again, this is the crypto space. You should always expect the unexpected. This was about it, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave the video a thumbs up. Join our Telegram where we post cool charts from time to time. And peace.